Make it exist. You can make it look good later. Clock it. You are going to spend the majority of your life trying to get every circumstance perfect. If you don't, just start. Just start the plan of action today. You may not have all the finances for it. You may not have all the people for it. You may not have all the ideas to make it great. But if you don't start, it's going to take you so much longer to get to those parts of the plan. Today and every day after, stop thinking about how the situation is not what it needs to be. Because a lot of it isn't. When you start a new job, you start school, you don't go in knowing how you're going to pass the exam to graduate. You don't go in knowing how you can go up 3 levels, get that promotion. You learn. So don't wait for the right moment, because there never is one. It's just now and later.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Bold and Brave with your girl Marie, and I'm so excited to be here. For those who are new here, you're very much welcome. And on today's episode, I want us to talk about how we're going to start this year 2025 with that one habit you've always wanted to have in your life, but you've struggled. We're going to talk about how you're going to make it work, and it's gonna work. How you're going to slick in that habit, and it's going to be part of who you are. It's going to be part of you as we start the year going forward. And on today's episode, I'm going to be quoting Atomic Habits. If you've read Atomic Habits, you know what it's all about. And that's a book you really need. Many people think they lack motivation when it comes to habits, but what they lack is clarity. In the book, what you're lacking is implementation intention. What does that mean? Plan beforehand about where and when you're going to do something. And people who make clear, who set where and when they're going to do something, they're the ones who are probably going to stick around with what they've planned. And this is one tactic that Atomic Habit is teaching us, or something that you can apply. If you're planning to do something, select the date. Sit down, look at your calendar when you're free, when you're comfortable, and the best time to implement a new habit or to have a new habit. Try at the start of the week. Try at the start of the month. Try at the start of a new year. And I know so many of us, like me, guys. I'm one of those guys. I sit down, I take a notebook, and I write the things that I want to do and the habits that I want to have in every single new year. And it's something that I just find myself doing. The book suggests a new year will be the best time to start your new habit, to start that healthy eating, to start working out, to start the walks in the morning, to start that business you've been procrastinating, girl. That. Whatever it is that you've been procrastinating, this new year, it's the time. If you are waiting for a sign, I'm giving you a sign. This is the time to start whatever it is that you've been wanting to start. And many people will wait until the last minute. Many people will be procrastinating and being like, I'll do next. Do not allow yourself to wait for the rest of your life for the perfect time. Underline the word for the rest of your life, because there will be no perfect time for you to start that business. There will be no perfect time for you to start eating healthy. There will be no perfect time for you to start working on yourself, working on your past, working on moving on. There will be no perfect time. And if you're going to wait for the perfect time, you're going to wait forever. It's not going to come. The time is now. The time, let me repeat. You've been wanting to start that content creation. The time is now. In each and every season, you will have something that is not just working. Something is working perfectly, and just one thing or two things, they are not working perfectly. There will be no time that every single thing in your life will be working amazingly, perfectly. Shoot with the phone you have. It doesn't matter. People who are meant to see you, they will see you. And be specific about what you want. First of all, is it applicable? Is it something that is manageable? And I would suggest, write a list. write a list of everything that you want to do this year, everything that is in your head, write it down and tick the ones that allow you in this season that you are in, that are allowing you to be able to do them. Because there are some things that they are not for this season. Yes, you really want to do them, but they are not in this season. Be specific about what you want and how you want to achieve it, because it's going to help you to say no to distractions that will pull you off. And a simple way to apply, like a simple strategy to apply the new habit that you really want to have in this new year is I will behavior. I will work out at 6 a.m. Tuesday. I will make a smoothie 8 a.m. before I take my breakfast. You have to apply the when and where, the location, the behavior and the location, because it's going to help you to know when do I start this. And it's going to make you stick to the plan of you're going to make sure this has happened. And habit can be easier to change when you do it, like when you change your environment. If you're so used to work in your dining table, change and go for a coffee and go and work there. Choose a different corner of your house that you've not been using, that you're not using, to start a new habit there, because it's going to be easier for you to not to be in your comfort. What we're trying to do is we are trying to avoid the comfort. And in the book, it talks about habit stacking, identifying an habit that you do on daily basis and stack the new habit after. For example, after I pour my cup of tea in the morning, I will write my to-do list. After coming from gym, I'm going to do my cleaning. And just make sure the habits that you're trying to stack to stack it with a new habit, it's the habits that you enjoy and it's the habits that will motivate you to do the new habit, because it's going to be more successful when you're deciding when and where. Just make sure you're considering the time that you're mostly going to be successful at whatever it is. Something else that I think most and many kind of ignore is the people we surround ourselves with shape our habits. We follow scripted rules in our lives, the way the society has their own rules in a way. They are unspoken, but the rules are there. For example, you're supposed to have kids at this age. You're supposed to be successful at this age. And at the end of the day, in as much as we say we do not follow, we do them unconsciously, because it's something that has been there in the system and we've grown and we've been in the system. And it's right now that we're trying to find our own way of living and enjoying life without having the pressure. But at the end of the day, I feel like we have those and the rules unconsciously. And one of the better way to improve or to implement a new habit is to join a culture where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. Whatever you want to do, if you want to be a content creator, try your level best to surround yourself with people who are content creators, or people who are familiar, even if they are not content creators, they are in the industry. I feel like that will motivate you out. The environment will help you, because to them that is something that is normal. The same with business. If you really want to be a business person, if you're really working so hard for a business that you've started, surround yourself with people who are in business, people who don't see it as a big deal. It's something that is there in their lives, because that is how you're going to be shaped. That is how you're going to be motivated to push with your business, to push with your content creation, to push with, if you want to eat healthy, with the people who are trying their best to do, or with people who have managed to maneuver through and they've gotten them. I don't know how to call it, but they've gotten it and it's something that they do on their daily basis. That is going to help you to implement the habit, because the environment that you're surrounding yourself, it's motivating. If you surround yourself with fit people, you're mostly likely to consider working out. If you surround yourself with jazz lovers, you're more like to believe it's reasonable for you to play jazz music each and every day. Surround yourself with people who have habits that you want to have yourself. We are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get around to take action. The fastest way to lose weight, the fastest way to have an easy side hustle that will make a lot of money. Focus on taking action and not being in the motion. When you're in motion, you're planning, you're strategizing, you're seeing how to go around things. They are good things, but they don't produce results. Action will deliver outcome. Motion is good, but it will never produce outcome by itself. The motion will never get you into shape. Only the action of working out will give you the shape that you're looking for. Motion makes us feel like we are making progress without running the risk of failure. And most of us we are so good at avoiding criticism. It doesn't feel good to fail or to be judged publicly, so we avoid any situation that will take us there to be seen like, what are you doing? We avoid so much, and that is what is making us be stuck in the motion, because we do not want to take action. We want to have this idea of, I want to have a big house. I want to have this car one day. I want to be in shape. I want to be a fit person. But what will make you go there? It's that one thing that you're trying your best to be like. You'll be seen stupid when you're starting. You'll be seen dumb when you're starting. Let's do this. Whatever it is that you've been planning, let's do it now. I've started a new channel. Do that what you're doing. Like, be coming back to check on me. And comment and tell me where you are at, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. Motion makes you feel like you're getting things done, to make things done, but you're just preparing yourself to get something done. When preparation becomes a form of procrastination, you need to change something. If you want to make a new habit, the key here and the important thing is to start with all mistakes, all the failures, and not perfection. But you have to accept the situation for you to start this new thing that you really want. Accept where you are is not where you want to be. Accept who you are is not who you want to be. You really want to be someone, a higher version of yourself. And for you to start changing, it has to start with acceptance. Give yourself also grace as you're going to start, because you need that grace. It's not going to be a perfect sail. It's going to be hills and valleys. It's going to be hard, but nothing comes easy. I'm trying my best to build the consistency. I'm trying my best to build this life that I really want, this life that I'm looking forward to. And how do I get there? I have to get there by being disciplined, by making sure when I say I'm going to show up for me, when I say I'm going to do something, I have to do it. Despite of me not feeling like I don't want to shoot this video, I have committed to tell myself, you know what, Maria, we said we're going to shoot today and at this time. No other option. Go prepare yourself, go do something, put a song to motivate yourself, do something, and then come and sit down and shoot this video. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. Commit, be disciplined, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. There are days that you will wake up and you do not want to do whatever it is. You do not want to show up. And what I'll tell you is, remind yourself of the life that you really want. Remind yourself of who you want to be tomorrow. The more you practice an activity, the more your brain make physical changes. The goal is to repeat the new habit. Repetition increase. The more you repeat, the more you practice it, the easier and automatic it can be. Thank you so much for catching up with me, and I'm so happy you're here. See you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and leave something, a comment.